it doesn't matter if you make $100 million if you don't make it to 65, if you don't make it to your kid's graduation, if you're spiritually bankrupt, if it was all for nothing. And it sounds trite, it sounds forced, but at the end of the day, it's just so interesting how that's something that hadn't occurred to me until I was in a very difficult place with my health. And the way that story ends actually is I fully cured myself from a disease that I had for 18 years after I was living in and out of hospitals my whole life, on steroids, on pills, and I did it all naturally. And that allowed me to then expand my consciousness about what else is possible, what else can I do with my mind. And I'm really realizing how powerful the mind is. And I really encourage a lot of people to take the time, whether it's just 10 minutes a day, just figuring out who you are, why you're here, what you want to do, what actually is the point of your business. Does it help people? Are you operating from an egoic mind? Are you operating from a higher self? And this is something I've started to infuse in my business, and I want to help people out a lot more, because I really come from a place of a lot of struggle. I've had a very difficult life, and I want to impart that wisdom on people.
Man, thanks for sharing. That was awesome. And that's definitely a bonus. I flew to Costa Rica about a year ago, and I had my like stem cell and of course all the blood work, and then we did a plasma exchange, and so really invested into my health, and it wasn't cheap, right? Lots of stuff, and it's great, and then also hired for the first time a nutrition coach about 90 days ago now, and actually got serious about the nutrition, right? And I've always ate pretty healthy, but it's just some slight changes. My energy is more consistent now, sleeping better, right? Feel better. I can work out every single day now, right? I don't even have to take days off. I don't feel like inflammation, right? Certain things inflame, and then when you inflame, you don't heal as much, and then when you don't heal as much, you're tired, and all of the things, and you're more likely to get sick, and all the things. So, anyways, just 90 days, it's been really, really great. And every morning I wake up, I have enough energy to work out again, and you just keep doing that. And also just down to the workouts, okay, well, don't do the same workouts every single day. That's part you're going to get injured, right? Actually have a plan where you're mixing up your parts of your body, and nutrition plan. It's all out there. The question is, do you hire the coach, right? I got in a fitness group. Do you follow the plan? Do you track the stuff, right? And basically the same thing you're doing with all the marketing, right? You're hiring the who. Are they tracking the stuff? What's working? We already know it's going to work. Now we just got to implement the stuff, right? Is that a fair summary, Jordan, to all this?
Yeah, I mean, and how would you say you feel, and how has it helped you, make more money or improve the relationships in your life?
Yeah, I mean, so feel great, right? Because to have more energy, to have more consistent energy, right? Because I've always had a lot of high energy, but I definitely don't have the crashes. I feel like that is, and I don't have to go I think basically eliminating sugar, right? That's been a big one. I also have the natural fruit, like a mango or that kind of stuff. But anything else, the sweet stuff, is getting rid of all of that. So yeah, that's great. And then of course, I think when you have more energy, you can get more done during the day, and then so you can spend more time with the family when it's off. So you don't have to sacrifice as much or have bleed time in between family time and work time. So that's great. And I feel just stress, overall, stressful situations that I can stay more calm, because my mind and my body is, more at ease. You can actually flex with the stress. So yeah, all of those things. That includes jujitsu as well. I've been doing jujitsu for a year. It's a form of meditation. It includes, for me, reading the Bible and praying every day. That includes spending time with my family. We just did a missions trip for a whole week in Uganda last week, putting clean water wells in to bless some of the most vulnerable people. So I'd say it's not any one thing, but I would say when you compound these things, even just slight changes, each additional compounding, I think habit can make exponential difference, right? So it's not just 10% change on every habit. It's called 15 to 20% every time you compound these habits. It's exponential momentum on your health and your well-being and your mindset, those things.